good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Warhorse Dirtcar Series. Lernerville. Seems like we've been at Lernerville all week this week. Super late models tonight. These guys, round number 5. Going to race tonight, take next Thursday night off, and then finish up with the last 3 races by the time we reach Christmas. Coming down to the wire for these guys, and we have seen some fantastic racing in this series up to this point. And we got about 22 or 23. Let me check them. 23 drivers right now checked in for this one. As time is going to wind out here in about the next 50 seconds for the practice session. I know Dominic is live over on the other part of the channel there with the MassCar guys, but appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're over on YouTube and Twitch, hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page, like, share, and follow us. You know, every time we go live. Got the 2 shows tonight. Got one more coming in on Saturday night, the Dirt Slingers 2021 Winter 410 Outlaw Series. Those guys following the World Championship schedule. They will be here Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Got some word today on a mock-up of what the trophy will be for that series, and I can't wait to display some images this weekend to show the guys what they're going to be racing for. So 25 drivers now checked in, so great field. These guys are going to get ready to head to their qualifying session. We are going to run down, get our pre-race ceremonies out of the way, and come back and check out qualifying.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All righty, big a thank you to the Foleys. We're back just in time to see the lineup for our first heat race. 3 heat races on the schedule. And our Receiver Racing Media starting lineup for heat race number 1 looks like this. The 4 car of Justin Norwood will start on the pole with Austin Hunter in the 8 to his outside. Your second row inside, James Clausen, the 29, with Jason Salter starting in position number 4. Row 3, Eric Keller, the 01, inside. Then Tyson Pankow, the 91, on the outside. Lyndon Whitfield, the 21 machine. We keep an eye on him week in, week out. He starts position number 7. And the outside of your 4th row will be Scooter Black in the 24 car. Starts shotgun on the field. The Superior Builders Beware Racing, number 17 from Iola, Kansas, of Buddy Ware. So drivers rolling out onto the track. First of our 3 heat races. Why does that sound so quiet? It's not. So we'll roll past our speed cam here. Norwood has been quick every week. Worked his way to the front multiple times. Eric Keller, the 1 car there.
Green flag,
Always
green
fast.
flag.
Green flag in the air. Heat 1. Underway. These guys waste no time, and I can appreciate that. Getting things going right now. Norwood around the top side grabs the lead. Hunter falls into second. Jason Salter, the 10 car, working the top side out of 4. He's going to have third. Classen down on the inside, that 29 machine, trying to hang on to 4th, but looks like Pankow, the 91, is really quick up on the top out of 2. Keller had to check up, not get in the right rear corner of the 29 car getting in there. He almost got up under the 91 machine. So 29 car going backwards quickly. He is back to 6th. We're completing our 3rd lap, and right now it is still Norwood out in front. Saw the left front come up, kind of went into that corner at an awkward angle, lifted up the left front of the 8 machine there. Hunter really working that lane down, trying to get around Norwood right now. Goes in, jumps the throttle a little bit, set the car. He just doesn't have enough drive through the middle of the corner, and Norwood right up on top, keeping himself out in front. Salter in 3rd now, has put a little bit of a gap between himself and Pankow, and Keller's going after Pankow here. Going to be 4 to go this time, heat number 1. Oh, a little bit of contact going in, but both drivers able to keep the car facing forward. Good look at how these guys are getting around from up above. Out of 2 down the backstretch, 3 to go this time. Pankow still in 7th, lost a spot on the last lap, and now Norwood using the top side, really getting that right rear to bite into that cushion up there. And he is starting to get away from Austin Hunter. Inside 2 to go. Hunter drives it in deep to 1 and 2. He closed the gap a little bit. Hunter starting to find something on the drive into the corner. Can he get anything on the drive out? That's where he needs it the most. White flag in the air. One more time around. Norwood, Hunter, and Keller will be locked into the feature. Now up the hill goes Norwood. He hangs on to it, wins heat 1. Austin Hunter 2nd. Eric Keller comes home in 3rd. We'll see Salter, Whitfield, Klassen, Pankow, Ware, and Black later on. Get down here for the Sieber Racing Media starting lineup for heat number 2. On the pole, the 31 machine of Kyler Bruce, and on his outside, Devin Nelson in the 6 car. Car 2 watch. On the inside of row number 2, the Max Troop Sim Sports number 171 from Metamora, Illinois, Brandon Freeberg, and on his outside in the 95 car, Yuri Nix. And I'm waiting to see the Nix folks in chat. Always see them early. 3rd row, inside, Scott Smith, the 53. On the outside, James Gilpin in the 11. And your 4th and final row on the inside, the pay-to-win setups, 4Link Motorsports. It's the number 21 machine. He's out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Hometown fella. He's got a face for radio, Garrett Boyd. And on his outside, the 28 car of Randy Reeser. Reeser, been quick when we have seen him on track. They're going to go green right here in 3 and
Green
4.
flag, green
Bruce
flag.
on the throttle, green flag in the air. Bruce, Nelson, Freeberg through turns 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. Scott Smith and James Gilpin going after each other here for 4th. Gilpin's got it going the right way. He takes fourth away, and he's got company right behind. That's the 28 of Randy Reeser. Reeser wasted no time from 8th to 5th in a lap and a half, and I said it right at the beginning. Reeser's been quick when we've seen him on track. I won't be surprised to see that 28 machine run his way right up here towards the front, maybe get one of these transfer spots before this heat is over. But Kyler Bruce, 31 car. Rocky's starting week 1, but he is starting to come alive as we get to the midway point of the season here. He's got the 31 car sitting nice and smooth, running a good line. Quickest car on the track that time around by almost a 1/10 and a half over anyone else out there. Down into 1 and 2. We're halfway home, second heat. It has been Bruce since we dropped the green flag. Devin Nelson and Brandon Freeberg hanging top, second and third. Those are your transfer spots. Gilpin was making a run to come up here, and so was Reeser, but that is kind of equaled out now. And they're hanging on 4th and 5th. Then Smith, Boyd, and Nix behind that. Move from Freeberg, big slider into 3 and 4. He got some grip, and he had the spot at the line. We'll see if he holds it through 1 and 2. Nelson goes low, slides out high, just a big run down the backstretch, and this time Freeberg, if he can stick that exit again, he may have the spot. He didn't get up there and shut the door, 2 to go. So great battle for second and third here. Now the slider, and he got it right on the nose, and he made Nelson have to change his mind about the exit line and his speed right there. This might do it. This might give Freeberg second. It's going to open the door on the white flag lap for Gilpin to get in here and maybe make a run at Nelson in 3 and 4. Bruce is going to win it easily. Freeberg is second. Who's going to come home third? It'll be Nelson using the top side to hang on to the transfer spot. Gilpin, Reeser, Boyd, Nix, and Smith rounded out of that field. All right, third and final heat race. Eek. Well, that didn't go the way we wanted it to, so let's do this. Narceiver Racing Media starting lineup looks like this on the pole. The 22 of Camden Johnston on his outside. Cody Sieber in the 357. Your second row inside, the 309 design SCVR Max Droop Sim Sports number 13 from Nashport, Ohio, Travis St. Clair. And on his outside in the ML Performance number 141 from Concord, North Carolina, Matthew Logan. Your third row inside, the 7 car of Desmond Busby, and I don't remember, I think that's got a different number than 7 on it. The 82 of Jason Korn will start position number 6. And your final row for the final heat, the 14 of Brian Wax inside, and Darren Friedman will start on the outside. Busby's car has an 82 on it. Yeah, there's 2 82s in here. And once again, this week, they are both in the same heat race. In fact, I think they're starting right next to one another. One's black and white. The other one is yellow and purple. They both have the number 82 on the side. So we get ready to go green. Camden Johnson ready to drop the hammer. Oh, they're going to let this one go an extra lap. We have been starting right there last couple of heats, and I am just a little surprised that that one didn't go right when it was supposed to, but all right, this time Johnston and Sieber will get us started. Final heat race. We'll have 9 locked in. We'll be looking for about 11 more when we get to that B main.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Great start for Johnston. Got that car to rotate and get into a straight line right at the jump. And he holds the lead down the backstretch, but Sieber trying to make a run and get in there. They're side by side. He and St. Clair. Now they're almost 3 wide out of the corner as Logan put his dog in the fight. down the backstretch. We'll watch this group right here. St. Clair now going to relinquish second. He's going to be in a battle for the final transfer spot. That's the 41 machine of Logan on the top side, and Logan had the momentum and the spot at the line. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4 to complete lap number 3 side by side for the lead as Seaver goes to the inside. I think he's got the lead at the line. Side by side for third back there as Logan has the advantage off the top side with all the momentum. A little fender bender right there. Good action. Out of the corner, 3 wide out of 4. St. Clair gets the short end of the stick with the door ding right there, and he's going to lose 2 spots. Loses 1 to Johnson and then loses 1 to Busby. He's going to fall to 5th. Seaver's got the lead. Logan is now second. Johnston fell all the way to 3rd. Here comes a slider from Busby. Didn't quite get up the hill, had a car to his right. Left the door open. This time I think he'll go there. Johnston made an aggressive move to get out the way. Gives up the spot, opens up 4th for St. Clair and opens it up for Jason Korn, but he didn't give it up to no one but St. Clair that time around. 3 to go. Seaver, Logan, Busby, then St. Clair. Oh, St. Clair finds the outside wall down the front stretch, gives the spot back to Camden Johnston. And takes it back in 3 and 4. If he brings it all the way up the hill, he's good to go right there. 2 to go. He's got some ground to make up if he wants an automatic transfer spot, but being where he's at, he'll have a good spot in the B main to get started. Probably can pick up a transfer spot from there. Battle for the lead. It was Logan that time when they took the white flag. Here comes Siebert back around. He went to the bottom, lost control of it. Had to back out. So Matt Logan with a move in 3 and 4 coming to the white takes the win. And Desmond Busby with a late race move takes second away. Siebert finishes 3rd. Then St. Clair, Johnson, Korn, Wax, and Friedman. So Siebert went from leading, coming to the white flag, to 3rd by the time we got to the checkers. All hands on deck for your B main. And we will line them up this way. Jason Salter and James Gilpin in row number 1. Travis St. Clair and Lyndon Whitfield in your second row. Randy Reeser, Camden Johnson in row 3. Row 4, James Klassen and Garrett Boyd. Jason Korn and Tyson Pankow in the 5th row. Yuri Nix and Brian Wax in row number 6. Buddy Ware and Scott Smith in row 7. And your final row, Darren Friedman and Scooter Black. Right now, I do not see the 82 of Jason Korn on. There it is. There's Korn's car. He pops it in right at the last second. So they will roll them out. So they will bring them around down the front stretch one more time. Get them ready to go. $16 cars, and I think we're looking for 11 spots. All right, green this time with Salter and Gilpin in row number 1.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. 15 laps to figure out the final few entrants for our A main. That's a 50 lapper tonight. Contact. That was the 28 of Reeser, the 21 of Whitfield. Whitfield cuts back to the inside, but he's not going to get the spot right there. He will be 5th. The battle is for the lead to Salter and Gilpin. Gilpin had it coming out of 2. Salter goes to the top side. Who is going to have it coming out of 3 and 4? Salter gets it back. Gilpin is 2nd. Reeser is 3rd. St. Clair up here in 4th. And Whitfull. That left rear kind of caved in behind the tire. Shouldn't affect him at all. He's 5th. Jason Korn, Camden Johnson, James Klassen, Garrett Boyd, and Yori Nix battling over the 9th spot. And Yori, the 95 car, got a good run through 1 and 2. It looked like Boyd had problems getting into turn number 1. He gives up the spot, falls back to 10th, 11th right now. As Pankow and Boyd go at it. Just for back here in your final transfer area. Classic. In 8th, Nix, Pankow, and Boyd. Let's go back to the front and see what we've got going on there. Salter and Gilpin have broken away by about 8 to 10 car lengths here. Reeser's still 3rd, but the battle's starting to shape up behind that. Whitfield has 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all side by side, 2 rows deep. St. Clair and Johnson side by side right there. I think behind that, Classic in 7th got around Korn, and those 2 kind of sorted their deal out. Now it's going to be back side by side again. Nope, single file. As we are single file through our top 8. 9th place. Still Nix, and then Boyd is really working the high side, trying to get around Pankow. Now he does it, and he can focus on the car in front of him. And he can go after that 95 machine. Past halfway, we're going to be down to 6 to go this time. Back towards the front. Whitfield took a peek on the inside of Reeser in 1 and 2. It didn't work out. Salter starting to get away from this group now. He's had a pretty healthy gap getting into turn 1. That closed up as Gilpin drove it in deep and got really close. 4 to go. Whitfield still 4th. St. Clair 5th. Camden Johnson was side by side with him. He's in 6th. Then Klassen, Korn, Nix. Nix has got some company. He's got a couple of cars here. It looks like Pankow's going to the top side. And I don't know what Boyd is kind of running the exact same line right there. 3 to go. Go back and peek at the front here. Front 4. Got about equidistant car lengths between them. So they're going to come around to 2 to go. Almost a single file train around the speedway now. White flag in the air. Gilpin took a look in 2. Just not enough room and no drive off. It looks like Salter and Gilpin will go 1, 2 in the B. Reeser 3rd. Whitfield 4th. Camden Johnson is 5th. St. Clair 6th. Klassen 7th. Korn was 8th. And Boyd got around. Oh, he almost got around Nix. For 9th, Boyd was 10th, Pankow, Smith, Friedman wear wax and black. So the guys have a little bit of warm-up. I think they are going to partake in that, and we will pay a couple bills real quick. All right, drivers lining up for our 50-lap A main tonight. Our Sieber Racing Media starting lineup. Justin Norwood will start on pole with Kyler Bruce to his outside. The second row, Matt Logan on the inside and Austin Hunter on the outside of that row. Row 3, Brandon Freeberg inside, Desmond Busby outside. Your fourth row, Eric Keller and Devin Nelson side by side. Row 5, Cody Sieber, Jason Salter. Then James Gilpin and Randy Reeser in row 6. Row 7, Lyndon Whitfield and Cameron Johnson. Travis St. Clair and James Clausen in the 8th row. The 9th row, Jason Korn and Yuri Nix. Garrett Boyd and Tyson Pankow in row 10. Row 11, Scott Smith and Darren Friedman. And that is all 22 cars. They took 13 from the B main, so we made it all the way back to 13th in that. Only 3 cars did not transfer. Cars still rolling out of pit road, so we will go around one more time behind the pace truck. Get ready for 15 green flag laps. All right, green out of 4, Norwood and Bruce ready to go. 50 laps, the
Green
distance,
flag,
and the
green
green
flag.
flag into the air. Justin Norwood rockets to the front. Matt Logan slides into second. Then Kyler Bruce, Brandon Freeberg, and Austin Hunter. We're going to see if that 41 car can run the 4 car down. Bruce and Freeberg side by side for third right now, going into 3 and 4. Freeberg, good bite. He had the spot there, but Bruce has momentum on the top, pulls alongside into 1 and 2. Now Freeberg goes up the hill and he takes the spot away. That puts Bruce in a battle for 4th with Austin Hunter. Hunter side by side. Look back through the field a little further. They are side by side right around that 28 machine of Randy Reeser. He's got Gilpin. Those guys came from the B main. They're battling side by side here in the feature. Travis St. Clair right behind that. Jason Korn, Camden Johnson. They're stacked up 3 wide and 3 and 4. That was Garrett Boyd down on the bottom of that 21 car, and he is staying down there right now. Trying to find drive up off the bottom of the corner. Go back to the front, side by side for second through 1 and 2. Freeberg pulled alongside of Logan. Norwood starting to get away over half a second right now. Justin Norwood opening laps of this one, making a statement. Here comes Kyler Bruce on the inside for third. Right alongside Freeberg. Austin Hunter seated in behind that, just looking for a way to go around. Right on board here with Kyler Bruce. Trying to make the run back. Lost some ground the last time through 1 and 2. He is trying to run Freeberg back down and not give up a spot here. Goes to the inside. He'll pull alongside for just a second. And Freeberg will start to get away again with the momentum off the top side. Now goes down to the inside. It looks like he tried to go for the slider, didn't quite get the room he needed. These two are going to be locked in a side-by-side battle. Off the right front. How close they're getting to the wall right there. Slider from Hunter on Bruce right there. He takes the spot away. Move Hunter up to 4th. Kyler Bruce has to go back to 5th. Here comes Desmond Busby, the 82 machine. And Cody Sieber, that's through 7th. Norwood Over a second
All right,
out
man,
in front.
caution
He
is
is
out.
thinking that we're
Caution
going to
is
get a
out.
caution to bring things back together. This is right in front of our leaders. And that is Landon Whitfull, the 21 car. He's right down here battling for about 12. Oh, gets that car hard in the wall. Gets up on the left side. Yep, that'll do it every time. I don't know how much damage he's got on the 21 machine. He drives it away. But he does take it back to pit road, so. So 13 laps in, our first caution. Norwood, Logan, Freeberg, Hunter, Bruce to the top 5. Then Busby, Siebert, Nelson, Gilpin, and St. Clair inside your top 10. Get everybody lined back up 2 by 2. Ready to go green. Get this thing back underway. Still 37 laps remaining. All right, green flag back
green
in
flag.
the air, and Norwood got another good start. Freeberg got a great start off the bottom, shot into second, at least for a moment there. He may have it off the top side in turns 3 and 4 when we get back to the line over Logan. And he does, and that top side is open. Here they come. Austin Hunter, the 8 car, now going to go around Logan on the top side. This is going to get Busby a chance to get around both Kyler Bruce and possibly Logan. If Logan doesn't get up there and shut the door, stop the bleeding, do something. Now moves up the hill and in front of Desmond Busby. So it's Norwood out front. Freeberg is second. Then Hunter, Logan, Bruce through the top 5. Busby, Nelson, Seaver, St. Clair, James Glass in the 29 car right there. That bluish car with the orange spoiler. That's your 10th place car. He's under fire from the 11 of Gilpin. Freeberg still in second, but he has 0.8 of a second behind your leader, Justin Norwood. Already in Norwood, clipping off laps in the 15:30s. Freeberg was 15:35 last time, and that is still slower than your leader. Now 15:19 to a 15:40. Everybody else slower than that down through the field, so a full 0.2 of a second. And Norwood really starting to get away from these guys. Battle could be shaping up here for third. Hunter just a tick quicker than Freeberg. That time Hunter looked on the inside, had to check it up a little bit to not slide up in on top of the 171. Busby now getting closer to these two. He's in fourth, and he's got a pretty healthy gap between himself and 5th place. Here comes Devin Nelson in the 6 car. He is up to 6th. He's starting to put a little pressure on the 31 of Kyler Bruce. Couple of laps, we will be halfway. Norwood, 1.8 seconds. Watching to see if Nelson runs in on Bruce here. Right now it looks like everybody pretty even. Maybe a little bit of action going on right here. These two tucked right underneath one another. That time, Freeberg took the high side, Hunter took the middle. Norwood, a flat 2 seconds out in front of these guys. 26 in the books, 24 to go. Jory Nix, 21st, is the first car that would become a lap car. He's coming out of 4. He's at the end of the straightaway. He's exactly 1 straightaway ahead of your leader, Justin Norwood. He's clicking them off at 16:17, and Norwood's at 15:39. Norwood is just running away and hiding from these guys. 2.88 seconds. Out in front and clicking off laps a 10th quicker than anyone else on the track right now. 20 to go this time by.
All right, man.
Caution, and that'll bring things back together. Trying to figure out who the caution was for. Go back here and watch right. Oh, it was right there. Oh, the 10 car. That's Justin Salter, or Jason Salter, excuse me. Let's see what happened to Jason. Went for the slider across Reeser's nose. He just kind of loses the car. Reeser was trying to cut underneath him, and the 10 got way out of shape there. So looks like he is going to head back to the pits. That'll bring everybody back closer together. It was 2.8 seconds, the gap. So we've got 20 remaining laps. Let's see where everybody's at here in our top 10 real quick. Norwood, Freeburg, Busby, Bruce, and Nelson, your top 5. Then Logan, St. Clair, Johnson, Gilpin, and Cody Seaver inside the top 10. I sent Cody Seaver a message earlier, and I don't know if anybody's watching that talks to him or communicates with him in any way. Let him know he needs to check his messenger. I sent him a message earlier. All right, green flag back in the air. 20 laps remaining. Been a good one. It's all St. Clair, Justin Norwood, excuse me. He has been the class of this field, and he stretches it out down the backstretch. You can just see that gap opening. He headed out of 2. Caution behind. I don't see a car. Maybe Klassen's car. Looks like Klassen might be in it. I don't know that he was the caution, but he might be in it. He's on the top side of the 29 car right there. 53 car in front of him, I'm pretty sure, is part of Scott Smith. Oh, and Smith got in there, and he got into the 91 car of Pankow. And it wasn't anything to do with Klassen. He just happened to be kind of caught behind it. And when I seen him rolling away slow, immediately I thought that he might have been part of that. So a couple of quick cautions right here in the middle. Right now, that's only our 3rd caution of the evening. So we're 32 laps into this thing. I think next time around we should see the drivers start to line up double file. We'll have 18 laps remaining when we take the green. And this will happen when you start bunching these guys back up, especially late in the race. Guys trailed the car that's to his right or left or in front of him for so long under green, and he just can't find a way around, and a restart is a perfect time to try to take advantage of that. Sometimes things go exactly as you plan, and sometimes they don't. That guy in front of you may change his normal direction, and we end up with a few fenders wrinkled here. But should be good to the end here. 18 laps to go. Norwood, Freeburg, then Busby and Bruce in row 2. Nelson and Logan in row 3. St. Clair and Camden.
Green flag, green flag.
Number 4, Camden Johnson, excuse me. So we go back to green, and once again, Norwood out in front, and watch this gap open up down the backstretch. You can just see that car So much drive down the backstretch. He pulled a car length down there. Good battle for second. Freeberg and Busby were really going at each other. Now they've singled it out. Bruce is fourth and Logan is back to fifth. But Norwood just too consistent. 3 wide. Behind that I saw St. Clair on the bottom of a 3 wide. He had Nelson in the middle and Johnston on the top, and they do it again out of 2. See if they get at that again down here in 3 and 4. St. Clair able to pull alongside right there. Didn't have enough to keep it that time. Camden Johnston pulled out in front of Devin
All right, man.
Nelson.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
I don't think it was Pankow. Might have been the 53 car in this again. Car's getting sideways here. Oh, it was right in front of him there. You can see Korn was up underneath Eric Keller, the 1 car. And that is pretty much what brought that out. So a rash of yellow fever right here. As we knocked a couple of more laps off, we're down to 14 to go. Get the guys settled back in. Four cautions. We've had 2 or 3 here just real quick. We had one early with a big long run in between, so. See if we can get down, knock the last 14 laps out of this thing. Only one retiree so far. Darren Friedman has retired.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. And once again, Norwood gets his lane right back to the top. He's going to stretch away down the backstretch. Yeah, just physically, you can see it open up. Here comes Busby. Busby going to make a move on Freeberg. Tyler Bruce hanging there. Freeberg goes back to the slider, puts the car right on the nose of the 82, 3 wide into 3. Busby threads the needle, slides out, takes it all the way to the cushion right rear, almost went over the top. Freeberg counters that, goes right back underneath. Now Freeberg's got a big run out of 2. Got the car just a little sideways. Contact between Freeberg and Busby. That's going to put Bruce back in the mix as Busby slides in 3 and 4, and he had it at the line. I think we're about to see Slide Job City for about the next 10 laps here. It's Norwood getting away already. 1.8 seconds out in front of these guys. This year battle for the final 2 podium spots. Freeberg, 171 car, slider into 1 and 2. Good advantage that time. Here comes Busby. He's going to go right back at him in 3. Drives it way down, tries to check it up short. It's just too evident what's coming, and Freeberg is able to challenge that. This time, a little different tactic from Busby. Same result. He's going to go at him again, and this time he may be able to get far enough in front he makes this stick. Laps clicking off. Norwood driving away from the best battle on the track right here. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. As Kyler Bruce is now in this, but we are seeing sliders from one end of the track to the other. That time he went and put the left front in the grass, and it still didn't net him the spot. Freeberg takes the short slider line. Now Busby's got to do something down the backstretch. Man, that 82 car's got good drive out of the turn number 2. Freeberg, they're trying to box him in, and I know that that's what Busby is doing. He's trying to use that 31 car to keep that crossover from happening. This time, Freeberg got good drive out of 2, and he may be able to counter this really early. He's He's in, he's up, he's down the hill. Busby's got the spot this time, but Freeberg's coming back at him. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go that time. I mean, 3.75 seconds. Norwood is stinking it up. We're going to watch this battle because this is exciting. Another slider in 3 and 4. And here comes Freeberg back to the inside. Runs at slider line, gets good bite this time. Busby's not as blocked in as I thought he might be. He brought Kyler Bruce to the party again, but Freeberg just too crafty, and he's able to cross that over. They are stacking the guys behind them up. It is a freight train behind these two. That time Busby got out in front, but Freeberg coming right back at him. If it ends this way, Busby's going to get second. Freeberg's going to have to settle for third. He's got to do something to secure the spot. He might have him here. Just doesn't cover that slider line. Coming around. Get down to it. White flag is in the air. Oh, that time Busby caught a little fence. That's going to open it up. He's going to lose multiple spots. Gets into St. Clair. And now Justin Norwood, coming out of turn number 4, is going to pick up the win. Brandon Freeberg and Kyler Bruce are going to finish on the podium with him after an exciting battle that saw Busby get into the fence down the front stretch right after the white flag. And that really, really changed the complexion of the finish of this thing. But that was a lot of fun to watch. Norwood, 4.5 seconds out in front of these guys, and he just drove it away. And he is going to pick up the win pretty easily. Well, we'll let these guys get right here. Oh, we are not going to get a great view of these cars. That is not cool. Well, we'll go from right here. We'll do Kyler Bruce. He finishes third tonight. And we'll wait for these gentlemen to make their way. Brandon Freeberg is already here. We're kind of hanging on, waiting to see when Kyler Bruce will get down here. We don't have an image of Mr. Freeberg's car, but that's all right. We will talk to him nonetheless. There's Kyler Bruce. Let me make sure I've got him all set up.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Kyler Bruce, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey, man, fantastic run for the 31 car. Looked like you were patient all night long, and then at the end, watching that slider battle in front of you, and lo and behold, the seas part. Here you are, you're third at the end. Man, tell us what was going on out there tonight.
Yeah, I was definitely just trying to stay patient. 50 laps is a long time, especially at Lernerville. Anything can happen, and it happens quick. So just try to keep my nose clean and stay there towards the last 5-10 laps and see what happened.
Yeah, it looked like you were, first in line to watch a great slider battle, and I saw you kept trying to get in there, trying to see if you could, change the complexion of that thing. When those guys are going at it like that and you want to get that spot, how aggressive do you feel you need to be? Or do you think, just enough patience, eventually somebody's going to make a mistake and you're going to get a freebie?
Yeah, I wanted to stay pretty patient because I didn't want to wreck anyone in front of me if anything like that were to happen. So I was trying to stay patient, but you can't let your opportunity slip by either. So if you see an opening, you almost got to take it. But, man, that was fun to watch. It's a fun race all around.
Well, an awesome run tonight, man, with about 3 weeks left. This is a little momentum. Maybe we're going to see the 31 car on the top step of the podium before the end of the season?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. Definitely feel like I'm getting into a rhythm, so it feels good.
Well, a week off next week, so it'll give you plenty of time to prepare for the next track on December the 2nd. Who you got on the card helping you out before we let you celebrate an awesome run tonight?
Yeah, Diggs by D1RT. Always give a great setup for us, and then we can tweak it from there. My team, Sidebite Motorsports. There's quite a few of us in the league. Just a good group of guys to race around. 10 to win on YouTube. Rowdy Randy on Twitch, and that's about it.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you back here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for hosting this.
Kyler Bruce, your third place finisher. We don't have Brandon Freeberg, so you know what? He's just going to have to do without a picture. We'll just look at this dirty old track, but we'll still talk to Brandon nonetheless. Brandon Freeberg, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you took your car off the track on me, so we're going to look at a dirty old racetrack. But,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
man, a great run. You had a heck of a battle in the closing laps of this thing, man. Walk us through the back and forth, and then you got the 31 car kind of trying to block you in there so you can stop doing the crossover. How tough is it to make sure you don't get into that guy, but you're still able to accomplish your goal?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to be real careful. It's so easy to go off the top here, so I was trying not to push it as hard as I maybe could have. But if we were behind Justin there towards the end, I might have pushed a little harder. But I saw Des coming. I knew all week he was going to be fast here. He's always good here, especially around the top. So we got trading sliders there, and that was really a ball. I'm glad he raced me clean. We did that for it felt like 20 laps or so. And I saw Kyler coming up behind us, and you gotta just know who you're racing against. And I know Kyler races clean, so I had a lot of faith that he wasn't going to dump me when I was cutting underneath. So appreciate that. And I don't know what happened to Des there. We were trading sliders, and I just wanted to keep it going because I knew coming to the white flag, I was going to slide him in 1 and 2, and then I'd be able to block him going in 3 and 4 and take the spot. But I guess he hit the wall or something. So looked back, and he was way behind me. So, but overall, it was a great race and a lot of fun.
Yeah, you two went at it for at least 10 or 12 laps there, and it looked like you'd get enough bite into to get out, but he had such a run coming out of the corners. And every time he's going to go in there, he's going to go deep in 3 and 4. What are you doing mentally every time you enter turn 3 to make sure that he doesn't cover the line you want to use on exit?
Yeah, I don't know. I've just raced with Des a lot, and I got faith in him, and I knew what he's doing. So I just kind of back up my entry a little bit, start turning the car down, and rolling it nice and smooth, and just kind of aim off of his quarter panel, not to get into him, and get real close guy on the front stretch. And luckily there was a lot of grip there at the bottom, so when you threw the slider in 1 and 2, you could really get some speed going across. That helped me getting off. Usually I don't think that slider line would have worked that well, but it did.
Well, we got a couple of weeks off here, a lot of time to prepare. I'm going to get the 171 up on top of the podium when we come back.
Man, I hope so. I love Fairbury. It's my favorite track. I ran a lot of laps there in real life, so hope so. But there's a couple other guys in here that race there weekly, so it'll be tough for sure. And Des, again, he'll be really tough to beat there. So we'll give it our best shot, but I'm not going to hold my breath, that's for sure.
All right, give us some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, for sure. All the guys at Max Troop Sim Sports, man. It's we started this a couple months ago, and it's couldn't have asked for a better team. It's been going great. So big shout out to all those guys. Freeberg Racing Components, Matt Logan, all his help, ML Performance, Berg Sim Racing, and Cody Sievers Racing Media. He does all of our photos for us, both in the league and for our team. So he does great work. If you haven't checked him out, check him out on Facebook, Sievers Racing Media, and Dyer's Top Rods, all their help. So, and big thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. Do a great job.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you after the break.
Thank you.
Brandon Freeberg, your second place finisher. And now we'll get down here, and we're going to talk to the guy that drives this 4 car. And we have talked to him in various positions on the podium, but tonight we're going to talk to him from the top step. Justin Norwood, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you absolutely dominated this race. I mean, there was a couple of times when you were, 2-3 seconds ahead. We catch a caution. You end up winning this thing by about 4.5 seconds. Why was the 4 car so good here tonight?
Man, honestly, like I told Brandon, I think it was because I just got out front. And like when we caught the lap cars there one time, there was so much dust. It was unreal. Like that little strip you have to hit up there, you couldn't see it. And so I think that probably played a good bit in it. I was just able to be smooth and not have to race anybody.
Well, you barely got to lap traffic one time, and no one challenged you. I mean, when you're that far out in front, and I know you're focusing on trying to hit that line every time, how easy is it to let your mind wander and make a mistake?
Very. I about did a few times, probably 3 or 4 times there. I about sent it out of the track, but and that's what I say about being out front and having some room. If they would have been that would have been breathing down my neck, it's very possible that I would have ran it on either track those times. But I knew I had a little gap, so I could kind of gather it up. But yeah, it's easy. I mean, but that was a good race. I mean, not too many cautions, but yeah, just focus hard out there.
We had an awesome drive. You put it on the top shelf tonight, man. Who's on the car helping you out before we let you celebrate?
3D Racing, everybody at 3D Racing, House of Speed, and just my YouTube channel. And we got, a few sponsors, One Shot Scrap and Recycling, and West Side Signs and Designs. And thanks to John Darby for the paint schemes he's done for me. And my fiance and my daughter for allowing me to do this, putting up with me, putting a lot of time in up here. And Brandon and everybody, Travis, everybody at Warhorse, it's a good series, man. It's a lot of fun. One real clean series, and it's been fun to run.
All right, man. Well, an awesome win tonight. A little break as we have Thanksgiving next week, and then when we come back on the 2nd, that's at Fairbury. Is the 4-car destined to be back on top of the podium?
I think we can run good there. I was kind of surprised to run this good here. I mean, it's not my best track, but I think we can run decent there.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again. Thanks for chatting with us, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
All right, appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one.
Justin Norwood, he picks up the win tonight. Let's look at our official results. Norwood wins at Freeburg was second, and Bruce was third. Then Matthew Logan in fourth. Desmond Busby with a good run, and he had a heck of a battle up there with Freeburg until the end. Nick Stawall coming to the white flag and ends up fifth. Nelson was sixth. Gilpin in seventh. Salter was eighth. Sieber comes home ninth. Travis St. Clair in 10th. Garrett Boyd, good run from the back for him tonight. Started about 20th and ends up 11th. Randy Reeser in 12th. Lyndon Whitfield was 13th. Eric Keller 14th. 15th went to Jason Korn. James Klassen in the 16th spot. Scott Smith was 17th. 18th, Yori Nix. 19th, Austin Hunter. Tyson Pankow was 20th. And we may be stuck. 21st was Camden Johnson. And Darren Freeburg was our earlier retiree this evening. So he will get 22nd. Off next Thursday night, and then back for the final 3 races starting on December the 2nd. We will go the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th. Wrap this up, crown a champion. Don't forget about Saturday night, 9:30 Eastern. Dirt Slingers 410 Outlaw Series. Their 2021 Winter Series. They are following the iRacing World Championship Pro schedule. Those guys will be in action. Be a good announcement. We are going to try to put some imagery up to show what the boys are going to be racing for as prizes for that series. And watch some great races. Best drivers on the service. Last week, I want to say out of the 24 or 5 drivers that were in there racing, they had about 12 or 13 of the pro drivers from this season's World Championship, so about half of that field. Check them out on Saturday night. You'll have Dominic Santina, I think, in the booth. If he's not there, then I will be. He is live with NASCAR, and they may be done as well. I am not really paying attention to YouTube right now to see if they're done. But we appreciate you guys tuning in each and every time. We know you can watch this stuff anywhere you choose to come to the Dirt Racing Network and watch it. So for Dominic Santina,